Hey there YouTube, Boomerang 507 here. I thought I would do a video before I get started taking some pictures and before I pick my son up from track practice. Kind of reached an oh crap moment in the business. Not really sure what happened, but I'm not complaining, but sales have kind of exploded for me. And it's gotten to the point where I get off work from my regular job at 3 o'clock. I try to make it to the post office by 3:30 because that's when the truck leaves to the next hub. And there have been times when I have had trouble even making it before they close at 4:45. Mostly because I'm having a heck of a time with my zebra printer. I posted in an earlier video that I finally found the solution, I thought, and it turns out that I didn't. It's not working. And so I looked into some third-party apps to kind of streamline shipping, and what I found was I could pay a monthly fee, which I was okay with doing. I've kind of reached the point where the efficiencies I would gain would be worth it, but I would be paying more to pay more, because when I would use the third-party shippers or the third-party applications, I would lose the commercial plus pricing that eBay gives you for being a top-rated seller. Like everybody gets the discount, but if you're top-rated plus, you get the commercial base plus pricing, which is the lowest price that the post office offers. So I didn't really want to give that up. So I was kind of in a panic. What am I going to do? There's no way I'm going to be able to keep up. I really wanted to grow my store because I want to make more money, but I can't do that if I can't keep up. I mean, there's only so many hours in the day. And what I realized was I just need to ditch the zebra printer and get the Dymo 4XL. And try that one. I haven't bought it yet. I have some other things I want to do with my money first, but that's definitely up on the agenda. Also wanted to talk a little bit about how important it is to network with other entrepreneurs. I have a friend, a former coworker actually, that quit our tech support job and went out on her own. Now, I used to do that on the side. I would go to people's houses and fix their computers or show them how to use software. And I found I really didn't like it. Part of it was because I already do it all day. Why do I want to then do it all night and all weekend? It was really good money, though. I mean, shoot, 10 years ago, I was charging $75 an hour with a 2-hour minimum, and better be cash. I don't take checks. But people would pay. And she has a really successful business. But the other thing she's been doing is writing ebooks. She's written 5 ebooks. And she says she makes about $15,000 to $20,000 a year doing that. Besides the whole remote tech support business, which I think is really cool. But as we were talking, she gave me some other ideas. She's like, you know, you're really good at teaching. I don't know why you're not teaching things. She gave me ideas for products that I could private label. She gave me so many ideas. It was absolutely ridiculous. So I'm going to use some of those ideas and do some of those things. I looked into the eBay education specialist. I think it's like $169. You're certified by eBay to teach buying and selling on eBay. I think I might do that. Not 100% sure, but I think I'm going to. Can do that through Community Ed. I looked to see if there were others in the area. The closest one is an hour and a half away, so the market is mine. I could do that through the Community Ed for school districts around here. I'm not sure how well that pays. I'll definitely have to look into that. But I also have a few ideas for spaces that I could get really cheap or free use of to teach them on my own. If I get enough of a kind of a following built up or can market that. So I may look some more into that. And yeah, so a few other ideas. Gonna probably resurrect my blog. I'm probably going to try to get a little bit better at being more regular with the YouTube videos again. Probably won't do haul videos still. And just mostly because it just drives me nuts to hear people talk about, they talk so badly about them, and I can kind of understand that. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. If you're in an area where there's a lot of competition, and you know, people don't know about all of the good brands, you don't really want to advertise them. It kind of drives the value down. Totally understand. I don't have a lot of competition in my area. There is some, but I've followed behind some of these people in the racks, and I'll end up with a cart full just to their handful of stuff because they just don't know what they're looking for, or maybe they have a different business model. I don't know, or maybe they happen to be shopping for themselves that day. But I've kind of find it hard to believe when literally every time I go, they're at the store, and then when I go to the next thrift store, they're there too. It's a pretty safe bet that they're selling on eBay like I am. And you know, you can look, you can search for sellers by zip code. That may be worth doing for you, just to kind of check out what your competition is doing or what people in your local area are doing. Most of the ones in my area are either selling, like, one guy sells just NASCAR stuff. There's a couple of guys that do their own t-shirts, and they're pretty cool. Actually, there's like 3 or 4 t-shirt sellers. There's one that is apparently hitting up the mall stores and getting clearance, and then selling new with tag stuff from the malls. It's petting my dog here. She wants attention. She doesn't like it when I do these videos because I'm not paying attention to her. So she just messed up my big pile of clothes that I was ready to take pictures of. Yeah, she's awesome like that. So yeah, you might want to check out your, see what your local eBayers are doing. Just kind of keep an eye on it, and probably want to do that periodically because people come and go. And one more point with the blog before this gets too long. I wanted to do the blog because I was kind of looking, with this business model on eBay, March of last year was my first kind of full month, and I noticed that my sales the first week of March this year were already double what I sold last year for the entire month. And I thought, God, I don't even remember how many items I had listed, or, you know, I mean, I could look back in my books and see how much I sold, and I could probably figure out I can find out how many items I sold, but I don't know how many things I actually had listed. And I think I'd like to keep track of that, so I'm going to probably start a blog and do that just to kind of keep track for myself. Hopefully I can put some good content out there too that people will want to see and want to read. I guess we'll see how it goes. I've tried that before and haven't really kept up with it, but I also really haven't had something like that, like a reason to keep going. So those are my plans. That's what I'm doing. Thank you for watching. I hope to have some more videos, like I said, more on a regular basis again. But thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.